Hey guys, welcome or welcome back. I'm Madison, and today I want to walk you through what plants I've put in my greenhouse so far and how they've been faring and just kind of what I think so far about this grow tent because I have some thoughts. So let's go ahead and get on into it. Okay, so first things first, let me just kind of give you a general overview. I'm going to try not to be too shaky, but oh, you know I can't help it. Okay, so yeah, let's get on in there. We've got a good amount of plants in there. I did find a shelf, so I'll tell you a little bit more about that in just a second. But so first things first here, I do have a fan in here to keep the air circulation going. I do have it turned off right now just because it is pretty loud for when I film, but I have the fan and both of my lights that I have in here plugged into the same thing. They plug into this guy here, which goes into a timer that I have plugged into an outlet at the wall. And the wire just sticks nicely through this like ventilation hole here. That's not necessarily ideal. So yeah, that's not necessarily ideal to have the fan on the same exact timer as the light. I'd rather just have the fan be able to run 24/7 and the lights just be on the timers, but that's just gonna be how I have it for now until I get a separate extension cord, so that way I can just have the fan going directly into the extension cord and then into the wall. So I guess not directly anywhere, but you know, be able to just go into the wall by itself and not have to be hooked up on the same train as the lights. So that'll be, you know, a one day fix. We'll see about that. But yeah, yeah. For now, it's working out pretty darn well. I do have a hydrometer in there. Let me show that to you. But yeah, so far that has been working out pretty well to have the fan on the same timer as the lights, although not ideal. I do have a hydrometer in here. What does it say on there? I don't know if you can see. So we are at 45% humidity and about 88 degrees in here. So it is pretty warm and the humidity is not where I would like it to be ideally. But I also don't have a, what's it called, humidifier in here quite yet. Again, I need to get an additional extension cord, which I feel like I have somewhere in the house. So I might try to search for that in the next day or so here. My surgery is day after tomorrow. So I'm kind of on a time crunch here. So I will see about that. And if not, I'll just have my boyfriend check on that for me. Because I would like to put, let me show you that humidifier in here because I never have it running out here. It's just too small. It doesn't make a difference for this room. But in here, I think it would really help. Okay, let's go ahead and get on into the plants. So first things first, I have this sad little guy. This looks like variegation. Oh, focus. Will you focus? This looks like variegation on here, maybe, if you can see, but it's not. At least I'm pretty certain it's not. I think it's just kind of an upset leaf. This plant as a whole has not been doing well for me, and it makes me real sad. This is a philodendron fuzzy petiole. You can't tell because it is still so juvenile that, yeah, you can't tell that it has fuzzy petioles yet because it is so juvenile. And yeah, as you can see, all of the leaves have just been getting stuck and he was getting really bleached, as you can see by this leaf here. Super, super bleached, which was really unfortunate because it was its largest and most beautiful leaf. And actually that one is also getting pretty bleached. So another bleached leaf here. So I did actually move, sorry if that's squeaky. So I did actually move this plant out of the greenhouse just a couple days ago. I just wanted to put it back in here so I didn't forget to show that to you. That was getting too much light just sitting on the floor here with these two grow lights up above, getting too bleached and also seems to need higher humidity. So I think I'm gonna go ahead and chop that guy back soon. Oh, I don't know. I'm actually probably not. I'm just gonna leave it and we'll chop it back later on. So yeah, fuzzy petiole, not doing great in there. So I also put my just green form Syngonium podophyllum. It was a variegated plant, but it reverted. That's why I purchased it, was as a reverted plant. And it has not pushed out any new leaves for me yet, but it does look like it's in need of a repot. So I think I will go ahead and do that today or tomorrow. I've got a few other plants that are going to need like an emergency repot before I have my surgery. That way they're just as happy as can be for longer, and that way they don't have to be watered as frequently. So I might end up doing that with, oh, he's got a lot of water in him. I might have to end up doing that with this Tanike rubber tree right here. It seems to just be always dry, even though I water him really, really frequently. So yeah, he might be in need of a new pot, and it's been a long time, so I wouldn't be shocked. I can't feel, ew, I feel a lot of slightly slimy water down there, but I can't feel any roots or anything like that. So it might just be like not very happy in there. We'll see. It hasn't grown very much. The next plant I want to show you is this beautiful, beautiful plant. I cannot for the life of me remember the name, so I will put it across the screen for you so you can look it up for yourself if you want to, but it is just gorgeous. I do believe this was a Costa Farms plant. I found it at a Lowe's, I want to say, for like $16. And I did just have him out and about in my plant room here, but since I chucked him in here in the greenhouse, he seems to be pretty happy. Definitely more thirsty, and I think he's another one of those plants that is gonna get a repot very, very soon. But I'm really, really happy with how this plant looks in here. It's just a stunner. So pretty. It looks like it's like lit up or something. Such a beautiful plant. Okay, and then let's see, tucked back here, I'm trying to kind of shade it a little bit more. He's not looking the greatest, but this is my Baltic Blue Pothos. Now, I love this plant. I think it's so, so beautiful, and I just really want it to have a better life. So I'm hoping that he will like it in here once he gets a little bit more acclimated. He definitely looks like he had some sort of pest. So I gave all of the plants in here a really good spray down. That's why you might notice some like weird kind of shiny spots on the leaves. That is just residue from my spray. So no need to worry there. But yeah, the Baltic Blue Pothos has been getting a little bit bleached on some of these leaves, but they were also the leaves that looked like they were getting the most damage from whatever pest it had. So yeah, I'm not too terribly concerned. It is one of the plants that I'm going to check the roots to see if we are just ready for a repot, because it has been a while and it's pothos, so they just grow like weeds. And then I just put this guy up on the plant stand here. He was just sitting on the ground in here, but this is my variegated ginger plant. Now let me kind of get in here so you can see a little bit better. The floor is all wet, which is honestly, I think my favorite part of having the tent is that I can just like recklessly water in here and spray in here, and it just doesn't even matter. It's waterproof. Oh, I love it. Okay, so anyway, yeah, we have this variegated ginger in here. Ooh, the light's freaking out. Hold on. There we go. Sorry about that. Hopefully that's better. But yeah, the variegated ginger has been doing really, really well. It is not as variegated, but I feel like we're getting a tiny, tiny bit back there on that leaf. And let's see, this newest leaf that popped out actually has, oh, quit freaking out, has a really good amount of variegation. So I'm really, really happy with that. It's gorgeous. So yeah, I'm really pleased with this. This is yet again another plant that is in desperate need of a repot. It's constantly dry no matter how much I water it. So yeah, he'll be getting a repot. Okay, I need a tea break. Okay, so let's see. The next plant I want to show you is this big beauty here. This is my main plant of my philodendron Burl Marks, and it is just crazy big and so beautiful. I did have issues with pests, so we've got some funny markings on some of the leaves, and some of the leaves are also a little bit bleached because this is pretty high light in here. So I'm hoping once we get adjusted that all the new growth will be looking good, because I really like the way it looks in here. So we'll see. But if this plant doesn't settle down and the leaves just keep on coming out really bleached, I will just go ahead and pull him out of here. And I feel like, let's see. Yeah, I've got space over here to work with. So I might just pop him out of there, but we'll see. And then I've got, what do I have down here? A little baby Repotting Mat cutting. I'm going to take this in to work along with a few other plants. I didn't even mean to have it in this video actually. So I'm going to put it over here with some other plants that we'll be leaving. But yeah, I found this little shelf, which isn't necessarily ideal. Ideally, I would have had one that is like twice as tall as this, but that's totally okay because I scored that bad boy for $5. Oh yeah. I said I wanted a cheap to free shelf, so I feel like that falls in the cheap category, so I'm super happy about it. It's got, you know, a little bit of rust spots and stuff, but nothing too bad. So yeah. Okay, so let's see here. I've got some really sad, struggling philodendron, or no, what is this? I can't even remember what this plant is called, but he's clearly struggling. It was gifted to me from a coworker, or just like a trade from a coworker at work. So yeah. Oh, it's some sort of Tradescantia. That's what it is, but he's not doing well. And then over here, let's see if I can get him. I've got this little cutie who's finally starting to grow. This is a white fusion calathea. And I found this little guy. It was just like a single little chunk mixed in with another calathea that I bought. And I didn't realize it was in there until after I brought it home. And so I tried to separate it. And it's been trying to die for a really long time. And it's finally doing stuff. It's so pretty. I spray it down constantly for pests because I'm just so scared that I'm going to lose it. So yeah, so far it's just gorgeous. I mean, look at that. Are you kidding me? You kidding me? You're so pretty. Okay, chuck him back down there. I also have, oh, he is light. I also have this little Peperomia turboensis, I want to say. Yep, Peperomia turboensis. And he's doing okay. Focus, there we go. He's not doing great, but he's doing okay. And yeah, he's really thirsty too. So I'm gonna set him in this like little water pile right there, and hopefully he'll suck some of that water up. And then on the second shelf here, I have a philodendron, or no, excuse me, an alocasia black velvet. And he's doing all right. I showed this guy in my recent alocasia collection video. Oh, but look at that. I didn't even notice. Look at that pristine, well, almost pristine, but pristine leaf for that black velvet. Oh my goodness. Look at the back of the leaf, you guys. Wait, can I show you the back of the leaf? Look at that. Oh, she's so pretty. So that's awesome. We have one good leaf that's popped out. Actually, that one's not too bad, but he's got a little bit more of that residual damage there. So we're doing okay. And then this one, I totally forgot to show you guys. I didn't even realize till like 2 days later after I'd already edited it, but I have a super sad stingray alocasia. So yeah, I don't know what's going on here. He's not happy. So I just kind of chucked him in here to like see if anything will happen. So we'll see. Okay, and then from my struggling plants video, if you guys saw that, if not, I will link it like up here for you so you can check that out. But this guy is still struggling, so we will see. I had a few different people recommend putting some moss on top of the little chunk, so I went ahead and did that, and I've been trying to keep that nice and moist. So you know, so far nothing bad's happened, so that's good. But I do feel like this leaf is like slowly but surely trying to leave us, just like that super yellow one is back there. So we'll see. But oh man, so beautiful. Even if it's looking a little upset with me. Still so pretty. Okay, let's see what else. I also have this other struggling plant. What do you know? My Hoya Kentiana or something. Sounds like you really can't tell like which Hoya this is until it blooms. So we'll see if that ever happens. But we are, I would say, still struggling. So yeah, it did push out these two littlest pink leaves here, but that's about it. It also shriveled up a few other leaves. So it's kind of like a 2 for 2 situation here. So I don't really know what to feel about that. Hopefully he does better in here, but he still feels really dry and I just watered him. So maybe I'll check the roots and see if he is in need of a repot or something. So we'll see. And then I have just a random pot of, what is this? Marble Queen Pothos. There we go. Yeah, a small pot of the Marble Queen Pothos cuttings, just chucked in water. Looks like we have a few roots in there, but nothing crazy quite yet. And then I'm gonna have to get my foot wet again. Okay. And then I'm so excited to show you this guy. Look at this. This is my Hoya pubicalyx, or one of them. And this plant I showed a while ago, I think repotting it or something like that maybe, and he had not done anything for me. He hadn't grown in the months and months that I've had him, and since just popping him in this tent, I think just with all of this amazing light bouncing off of the walls, look at that. Are you kidding me? That is so beautiful. Oh my goodness. And then that little new guy right there, and there's two, oh, can you see that down there? There's two more little leaves popping out down there. So this guy is like doing stuff. He's actually growing and I'm so excited. I'm so happy about it. And I can't get over the size of that leaf and how dark, and it is like purple, like purple. It's almost black. It's such a dark purple, but whoa, it's so beautiful. So I'm really excited to see how this Hoya continues to grow in here, because so far he's digging it, absolutely digging it. Okay, and then not so happy, next to him here I have my Albosingonium, oop, dropping stuff, and he is another one of those plants that will be getting repotted today, so, or maybe tomorrow, but hopefully today. Okay, and then here I have my Hoya australis, and similar, well, I guess not so similar to the pubicalyx. It was growing pretty well, but the leaves were just like pretty small, and it was growing a lot more vine than it was leaf. And since I put him in here, look at all those. Let me see if I can show you here. We've got 2 leaves down here, these 2 back here, 2 more, a bunch of babies right here. He's just going like crazy. All of this is new, like way up there. All of that is new. And then if we come down here at the end of this crazy vine, hello, where'd you go? So yeah, look at that. That little leaf popped out all the way at the end of that super long vine, which is so funny. Hopefully he fills in more from like the barren parts. And let's see, have these guys done anything? Oh yeah, I didn't even notice. We have these guys that are new as well. The Hoyas are digging it so far. Oh, and speaking of Hoya, hanging up in here, I have my Hoya obovata Splash, and he has also been doing a lot. So I'm so excited. Wow, you can really see the residue from my spray on this plant, but that's okay. So first off, look at these adorable little leaves. Are you kidding me? So cool. So yeah, I think these 3 leaves are all new on this little arm here. And if I reach back here, all 3 of those are new. So cool. This little chunk right here is new. This guy. Look at that. Like, this makes me want to move all of my Hoya into the cabinet or into the greenhouse, which was definitely suggested by a couple of you guys. So thank you so much for suggesting to put the Hoya in here. You were not wrong. You were so right. And I'm so thankful for I mean, honestly, just like all of you guys that watch these videos, but especially you guys who like comment and share your ideas. Like, they really are so helpful to, and you know, not just me, I'm sure, but whoever else listens or reads the comments. It's just so cool. Okay, look at that. We've got new growth in here too. So you see this little, where is he? This little leaf here, that guy is new. And, oh, cute. So is he. Peekaboo. Oh, and we've got more new stuff over here. So yeah, this thing is just like so happy. I love it. All right, and then up here, I can't really tell how happy this guy is. So this is my rabbit foot fern. I put him in here, I think pretty much just right when I got the greenhouse. I keep wanting to call it a cabinet, but it's not a cabinet. And I don't know. We've definitely had a few more crisping fronds. Like you can see that yellow one right there. And there's a little bit more crispy stuff kind of down in there that I could pluck out. But it could also just be, you know, me not watering it as frequently as it would like, and, you know, just acclimating to the higher light that it's been getting, because otherwise it looks pretty happy, you know? I'm not too bothered by the little bit of yellowing. Obviously, I haven't taken it out yet, so it doesn't bother me too much, but how cool is that plant? It's like little tarantula legs coming out of the pot. That's so cool. So yeah, so far, I think a lot of them are doing pretty well. Okay, I'm gonna sit back down on the ground with you so we can chat about my thoughts of this greenhouse. I think you can probably tell what my thoughts are gonna be, but let's go over them. All right, you guys, let's chat about the grow tent really quick. What are my thoughts? What do I think? Do I like it? Do I not like it? Well, you can probably tell by the video, but I love this grow tent. I'm so pleased. And honestly, it feels like it's really good quality. The zipper feels really, really good every time I use it. I don't have any issues. It might like get caught a little bit every so often, but it's a super thick zipper, so I feel like that's bound to happen every once in a while. But other than that, it just feels like so sturdy and so just like solid and good quality. So I'm really, really pleased. And I just cannot get over the fact that I can just like water with like reckless abandon in there. Is that the word? We're gonna go with it. I can just water recklessly in there and just not really care at all about where it goes, because it's just gonna all get caught up in this like waterproof lining. So it's so worry-free, it's so carefree, and I just love it so far. And I mean, the fact that I can just have all of my things in here on timers and not have to worry about it is so nice. And it's really going to be nice for my boyfriend when he's taking care of my plants for me for a little bit, so that he can just come up here and just kind of give everything a really good water, give everything a good spray down every once in a while for me, just as a good preventative. And, you know, it's just, it's so awesome. I can't speak highly enough of it. If you've been kind of hemming and humming over, you know, getting a grow tent situation like this, and, you know, there are certain reasons I wouldn't recommend something like this. I wouldn't recommend having something like this like in your living room or something like that, where you're gonna be like having guests over to like come and hang out, and like you want it to be a beautiful, inviting space. This isn't the most inviting thing to look at from the outside, because it is just essentially a big black box. So I really recommend it if you want to have something like in a plant room, or say in a basement, or even like a garage or something like that, depending on where you live, I guess. It would be a really, really good option, because it doesn't necessarily have to look great from the outside. The magic is when you unzip it and you look inside and you have just like beautiful jungle growing in there that you've just curated perfectly for yourself. So yeah, I totally recommend it. If you've been thinking about getting a grow tent, definitely get yourself one, or a greenhouse, same thing. Definitely get yourself one. not sponsored whatsoever. I think I mentioned in the video where I set this tent up, my boyfriend got this for free from one of his coworkers. So it was just a total score for me all around. So yeah, I love it. And I'm so pleased that I found that little shelf for only $5, and it was just like from someone right down the street. So it was so convenient all the way around. And I'm so excited. I'm so happy about it. I'm definitely still on the hunt though for another shelf, whether it's just like another shorty like that one or a taller one. I would really like a taller one, but you know, we'll see. We'll see what happens. But I'm so happy with this. It makes me want to get another like larger tent to go in the basement one day so that I can have just like, bam, a basement jungle. That would be so cool. But honestly, I don't know how much I'd go down there. It would definitely be like a, you know, after I'm like fully recovered kind of thing to do something like that, but that would be so much fun. So yeah, I'm so happy with this. And to recap really quick too about how the plants did in there and what plants did better than others. I mean, hands down, Hoya love the tent. Oh my God, do Hoya love the tent? Yeah. They're doing the best in there. They're doing the most. They love it in there. The ones that I would say are a little bit more iffy so far for me are philodendron. They just are getting a little bit bleached. So we'll see how like the burl marks does in the future here. If it continues to be really bleached, like I said, I'll go ahead and just pull it out of the greenhouse because it doesn't have to be in here by any means. I just like, you know, I'd like it to be in here. That'd be cool. So we'll see about that. But yeah, let's see. What else? Oh, this guy, I can't remember what his name is again, but I will look it up for you. He's doing so well in there. Honestly, I thought that this was going to get pretty bleached. I don't know why, I just had a feeling, but the leaves are pretty sturdy on this plant, so I don't know. He's doing so well, and I feel like once I give him a repot, he's just going to be like, bing, so happy and just popping off. So we'll see about that. I'm really hoping I'm right, but yeah, I'm just so pleased. How many times can I say that? All right, you guys, I will go ahead and leave it at that and try and keep this video as short and sweet as possible. But yeah, I hope you enjoyed seeing what plants I have in my greenhouse so far. Thank you so much for all of your suggestions in my previous video about putting the green tent up, or green tent, oh my gosh, the greenhouse up, green tent. It's a cross between green tent and it's a cross between grow house, greenhouse, and grow tent. Oh my God, what words? Holy crap. Whoo! But thank you guys so much for all of your comments in that previous video that I did of walking through like setting up this grow tent. Your comments and suggestions were so helpful. So thank you so much to everyone who commented in that video. And thank you in advance for letting me know any suggestions that you think I should put in here next, or if I should be on the hunt for any special Hoya or something like that. I am really digging Hoya, and I think I want to do like an online shopping thing. Looking for some Hoya specifically. I'm on the hunt for the Clemenciorum, I'm pretty sure is how you say it. It's so pretty. So we'll see. Fingers crossed I find something. But yeah, let me know what you think down in the comments below, and let me know if you have a grow tent set up and what you keep in your grow tent and what you think doesn't do so well, because we all need to know that as well. So yeah, thank you guys so much for watching. If you like this video, please subscribe. And if you like this, If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up. And if you like this channel, please subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next one.